just between the two tanky targets, Deathwalker and Kalas.
And this is just such an incredibly awkward situation for Elevate to be in. It's like they want to defend their jungle and they want to potentially try and turn around these fights, but they're just too far behind to do so.
Good news for Elevate is that Jermaine hung out on that left side and got 500 gold for the squad. Bad news for Elevate, No Numbers is in trouble, just able to get away from Ice Ice Baby, who's just been all over the map so far. Tier 2 tower, the focus early on here for rival Jermaine, starting to head back over. There's a sash in, Dardez up into the dragon, but fails, gets exploded right off the bat. No Numbers doesn't even get to toss Kalas after that ultimate. Jermaine looking for the snipes, does find all three, but it's not enough damage to finish anyone from rival off. Deathwalker in trouble, does get that tier 2 tower. Jermaine pops the purification beads, and he falls. Vote puts number 6 for rival up there on the scoreboard, and Deathwalker med baits Jermaine perfectly.
That was so unfortunate for Jermaine. You could tell he was so hungry to try and pick up a kill onto maybe Vode or even Callus. I mean, as an ADC, and you're opting for such an aggressive build like Jermaine has done, you want to think that you're going to be able to pick up a kill or two, and that's why you burn out the purification beads in such an aggressive manner to see if you could potentially get off the damage. And it's just so unlucky that he couldn't find anything. 1v4, just an immediate turnaround from rival was excellent.
And Jermaine really doesn't have a lot of damage in that build. It's aggressive in terms of the attack speed and some good penetration, but without finishing off that third item quite yet, it's going to be difficult for him to actually make it happen. Dardez trying to sneak away this purple buff, will only be able to do so, but now my man's in a bad spot. Ice Ice Baby isn't going to find the wall, but does find the nice double tap anyways for Dardez. Without the rest of the full commit from rival, Dardez was safe to just jump away.
Ice Ice has been really on point with these Thor double taps as well, and also you'd be surprised just how much damage an info can really do to a player once they're getting free casted on.
Very true, but even still, I mean, Jermaine is still only level 12. It's going to be difficult for him to really burst anyone on rival down at this stage. Even Kalas is up a level on the Hunter for Elevate. Tier 1 tower on left side falls. Only 2 towers left standing right now for Elevate, who are getting blanked on the scoreboard by rival. No Numbers waltzes into the wrong neighborhood, but no one there. Ice Ice Baby just creating that zone. Gold Fury down below half HP. Dardez was thinking about putting up a prayer there, a Hail Mary hammer, but decides not to as rival secures Gold Fury number 3, just 16 minutes in. Rivals just suffocated Elevate.
Another issue for Elevate too is that No Numbers actually opted for this blink on Xing 10, which it's a good mindset to have. It's a very strong active for a Xing 10 to pick up, but when your team is so far behind and you're hitting that level 12 mark, I would have preferred to see him opt for a shell, maybe for the side of Elevate, because with the blink, your intentions are to be aggressive and to go in at the front line, potentially set your team up for kills. But when the whole of Elevate has pretty much no follow-up damage at this stage of the game because of the fact that they got off on such a big deficit for both gold and experience, you just can't initiate as a Xing 10.
Maybe it's to juke and blink away as rival chasing.
I mean, that's always a possibility, but for the most part, No Numbers has always been a bit of an aggressive solo laner. We've seen him, he's much like Deathwalker in that he loves to brawl. It's just, this isn't necessarily the game that he has very high potential to brawl in.
Yeah, troll aside, I absolutely agree with you. Another blink actually picked up by Fails, though that one maybe a little bit more understandable. If Elevate are able to find that one-shot potential that this competition still has onto a guy like Ice Ice Baby or possibly Guilty, maybe that turns a fight in their favor. Maybe Fails can help combine with Ulissa. That's going to be a lot to ask of both of these players. Elevate are on the run once more. Fails uses that artillery sash to interrupt Deathwalker. Deathwalker wasn't really trying to do anything. He was just making sure that rival strip away another objective from Elevate without any sort of contention. Tier 2 tower now gone.
And with Portal Demon being available, rival aren't even considering it. They're just immediately going straight for that FG, and Ice's ultimate's been placed down, but nobody on Elevate is even anywhere near. They know they can't contest.
Fire Giant, 18-minute mark, goes rival's way. Look at the player damage charts. I mean, Wolfie has done less player damage than everyone on rival, but that's not a shot at Wolfie. That is the overall stat line for Ice. It's just about the threat and the control for the objectives.
Player damage as a whole just hasn't been very high in this game, and there's nothing wrong with that considering the fact that Elevate have been making the smarter decisions to not try and engage into Team Rival. Once they recognized that they were down 6k gold, their entire team's usually a level behind the whole of Rivals. I mean, there's no reason for Elevate to try and take up any sort of awkward fights. Like you mentioned with the Najah picking up the Blink, that's more so Elevate trying to just look for the drop ship onto one of the carries for Rival, probably, potentially Ice since he doesn't have any defense online right now, or even Wolfie or both, but if they can maybe secure one kill, it could turn a team fight. I'm just not certain that they have the damage for the follow-up afterwards.
I mean, they're down a whopping 60,000 gold. They've lost almost 1,000 gold a minute to Rival, just hemorrhaging right now. This is a scientific dissection of a team by Rival. They only fight when they need to, and they just take whatever they want. Kalas and the rest of the team trying to just beat it to the 19-minute mark. That's what they want. And this time around, no numbers. Takes about half his HP from a stun, and is basically dead by the time he's allowed to do his character again. Hail of Arrows not quite there for Vote, but another beautiful wall by Kalas. Circle protection dropped on this left side. Phoenix. It's going to be a big burst heal and a